Wait, no.
Welcome to the Mental Lab with your co-host and Charming.
No, welcome. I'm excited to do this. Like, it took forever. I'll be honest. And you add depression in, and that is hard to do this kind of stuff, you know. But I'm excited to do this here with you, Tati, and it's gonna be fun.
I'm excited too, Charlie.
So, welcome guys to the Mental Lab. This is our first podcast episode. This is also a video for the listeners that'll be getting posted everywhere. But I'm really excited to do this just because we have the chance to kind of like build a community and be support for other people in a way, and also kind of get support, like from feedback and stuff like that. So that's pretty exciting to get the chance to do that. Like I didn't get any sleep last night just because I was up so excited to get to start this today. We've been talking about this for a while. I even tried to start a podcast months ago and that got shut down. So I'm really excited to do this and start this with you, and just all together, and even have listeners and family and whatnot. My goal is just to if not to provide community for people like us, to at least kind of educate people who don't know what's going on in people's our lives. And so that's a big goal of mine. As Tati's yeah, I like what you said.
Yeah, I do. I think, it's good to have a support group and to, carry the message and to make sure everybody is able to get the help that they need.
Yeah. So, before we get started, we have to do a disclaimer, right? So I can understand how people could feel like listening to a podcast from people who are actually struggling with, adversities of mental health issues and stuff could be a bit concerning. Obviously, because some of the stuff we're going to talk about, I expect to get pretty tough and real, and maybe potentially triggering for not only just us but also viewers and listeners. And I just want to say, we've had lots of counseling and therapy, and we're going through this kind of stuff now. And we have good support systems built up to fall back on if for whatever reason we have a hard day or hard time or whatever. And so I just want to let the listeners and whatnot know out there, if you get triggered from this stuff, and you don't know what kind of support systems you have, I would say probably first pause this this podcast. You're probably getting triggered because it's reality for you. I know just listening to lots of other people in therapy was rough, and even talking was rough. And so listening to some of our stories and our experiences might be rough. Like I said, I would say first probably pause the podcast, and then seek out a friend or family member or someone who kind of knows what you're going through, maybe like a therapist or a life coach or something like that, and just kind of talk to them. Or if it's best, I don't know, just pause it and take a second, walk outside and cry or something. I don't, but a lot of the stuff that you hear in this podcast could get pretty difficult to listen to, for sure. So I just want to make that disclaimer. Also, we're being seen and we're getting treatment, so you don't have to be worried about us. Because I know some of the things y'all might hear from us might be concerning, especially for our family members and friends. Because I do expect it to get pretty real as the episodes go on as well. So I just want to make sure that people know we have our support systems, that we know who we can go to. And at the end of the podcast, I'll give some links and some references and whatnot for hotlines that you guys can use. I'll just say, please don't call a hotline on us for what here because we are getting help and we do have things in place. So next thing you know, like in comments and stuff, it's like I'm gonna call the suicide hotline because no, look.
I'm not gonna show up to my damn house. We just watching TV.
So yeah, that's kind of the disclaimer for our episodes. I'm gonna try and shorten that and get it nice and sweet. I was trying to work on like a script for it, but you know, I barely got around to making a list